Hello, friends. Welcome to the fourth and the final session of pre-placement training program. So let's recall a bit. So we already had done three sessions, right? The first session is all about preparation of CV, preparation of CV explanation sheet, preparation of profiling, skill set. It's all about internal you. It's all about what you have done in your past. So recollecting everything and put everything on the CV and make yourself well versed about whatever things you have written in the CV. That was the first session. Now, in the second session, we speak about the aptitude test, written examination, how to clear it, how to prepare for it, why it is important, intensive and non-intensive. So, all about the general aptitude written examination. The third session, we discuss about the communication part, the communication skills, verbal, non-verbal, the personality development. What are the things you should keep in your mind? Okay, so that was the third session, and I hope you have gone through all those videos before you enter in the fourth session. So if you have not gone through all those videos and you just want to jump on the fourth session, this is not advisable. Please finish all the other sessions, then jump on this session, the final session. So all the other sessions, we are slowly coming close to the final performance day. Final performance day means the day you are going to perform, about the day the company is coming and you need to perform so that they can judge you, they can select you, test you and all. So in the final day, usually it's more about personal interview, group discussion, speech sometimes, and case study interviews. So let's see how you are going to manage all these things. Okay, what are the things you need to keep in mind before you enter in the college campus for the final performance? Okay, here also there are basic rules, thumb rules for the final performance. So the first basic rule is formal appearance is important. So this is not something that I am telling you guys and you guys don't know. Of course, everybody knows that formal appearance is important. But the point is, even in my college, in other colleges also, most of the time, about 30 to 40% of the guys, even if they know that formal appearance is important, they are not well prepared themselves formally. Sometimes they don't have a nice pair of shoes. Sometimes they don't have a nice socks, nice plain shirts, nice trousers, nice tie. They don't have these things. It's not like that they're very poor or they don't have money. Just ignorance. So the first rule is spend money on the formal appearance. You should have two or three shirts in reserve which is well fitting to you. You should have two or three trousers in reserve, one pair of black shoes, nice polished. You should have a polish with you. You should have a tie with you. You should have a very nice pen. And all these things matters. You should have a very nice file cover with you so that you can put your CV and the basic important documents. There is nothing called you can take these things from your senior, junior, or you get the help from um, some other friend or something like that. No, it's not like that. I'm not saying that you should buy everything branded and spend hell lot of money. No, I understand the student life, not so much of money and blah blah. But that's not true for everybody. Everybody, right? Even in the student life, people are buying 15,000 rupees mobiles. So spend money on the formal appearance. Okay? There is nothing called semi-formal. There is nothing called ki if you don't have a leather shoes or leather belt, you can use any other shoes. Arey, who is looking into it? कौन देख रहा है? Nobody is looking into it. Okay, we can do it. This shoes is also okay. It comes under formal. This tie is also okay. Somehow semi-formal. There is nothing called semi-formal. There is formal means formal. Formal shirt, formal pant, leather shoes, leather belt, formal tie. Haircut, shave, looking fresh. This is what the formal appearance means. Okay, so don't get screwed up because of your casual or informal appearance. So that is the first basic rule. Second basic rule is before the final performance day, the final day, sleep well. If you know that you need to be in the college at 10 a.m., it means you need to wake up to max at 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. So you need to sleep at 11 o'clock. You are not gonna change the world by just last 2 3 hours of study in the night. Nothing is gonna change. I have not seen in my life that people started studying at 11 p.m. until 3 p.m. they are studying and sleep and not sleep and then woke up at 6 o'clock and run into the interview centers or something like that. But I have seen a lot of people who do all these things and they are feel very sleepy in front of the interviewers or in front of other guys, and the whole interview or the selection procedure is jeopardized for him. Screwed up. So don't do that. Sleep well. The third thing is, I keep on telling attitude, attitude, attitude. Attitude matters. If you selected yourself that this is the profile what you want to work, this kind of companies you want to switch, you want to apply, these are the salary range that you want to get, this is what you have decided, so that just attach the attitude to what you have decided. Now whenever you go to the college and suddenly there another company is coming, this is also good, but not so much of core, or it's not so much of software, it's something basically related to sales or something. Never ever feel the pressure that okay, let me sit in this company also, let's have a joining letter, offer letter from them, let's do it. No, never ever. Don't do that. Whatever you decided, attach the attitude with it. If that company is not coming and there is any change in changing, don't make yourself available to any company which is available, which is there. Please think about it and then decide. The fourth and the most important one of the, throughout the whole final performance day, interview, GTPI, your focus should be on yourself only. Don't start believing in other people. Oh no, he is going to check your result, he is going to tell you what's going on, you are getting the information from somebody else and blah blah. No, you are there, you get the hands-on information from for yourself. Your focus should be you, not what the cricket match is going on, what any other football match is going on, or what the other company have done, and what is going wrong with other students, and you start protesting or something. No, your focus should be your focus on yourself. What is happening to you? Why don't you get the letter? Why don't you get it? It should be you first, then others. No matter you are the leader of your college or leader of your branch or something, that doesn't matter. No matter other people are saying, "Arey yaar, it has some time, 1 hour. Let's go to that tea shop, tea stall, and have some tea. Arey, whenever your name came now, we will call you." What if they don't call? What if they don't call you? Then what if they forgot? Then, so your focus should be on yourself. Now the fifth is rejection is a part of the game. Okay, rejection is a part of the game. So, okay, people don't like to get rejected. Even when I was in my college, when somebody reject me, and I didn't get selected in any in some companies or something like that, I feel bad. I feel pissed off. I feel exhausted. I feel like crying. But some part in my mind always remember that yes, the day we know that the company is coming, the company is not coming to say that okay, 300 people applied and we are going to select 300. No, of course not. They are coming to select maybe 30, 40. So definitely other 260 is going to reject it. Means the mass is going to reject it, and few are going to be selected. So always remember, rejection is a part. You cannot change it. That should be in your back of your mind. And no matter if even if you are going to the final round of the interview, final round of the selection, even at that point also you can get rejected. Yes, you cleared 3 rounds. So what? It means you won't get rejected. Of course you can get rejected. Okay, rejection is a part of the game. So these are the basic rules for the final performance day. Okay, and I hope you understand why these rules are very important. Okay, now let's talk about the group discussion and speech. So group discussion means when somebody cleared the written examination, they call them in a group discussion. Usual group size of the group discussion is 9 or 13. 6 in the favor, 6 in the not 6 in the favor, 6 in not in the favor of the topic, favor of the motion, and 1 is the moderator. Usually that is the size. So all 13 people sit in a conference room kind of situation, and they give a topic, or sometimes they give 3 topics and tell them to choose as a voting. And suppose they give a topic, a lot of people do the mistake that they start searching for the topics for group discussion, reading about the topics. That is completely nonsense. You cannot search the topic. They can give any topic, and the more you search, more you read about topics, the more you are make yourself vulnerable to any new topic, because that you have never searched. So it's better, don't do research on the topics. Research about yourself, research about what they exactly want to know through this group discussion exercise. That is more important to research rather than researching about the topic, because they are not interested in how much intense knowledge you have on that topic. They have no interest in that. That's why Even in engineering colleges where everything is technical, and management colleges also, they give a very generic, normal kind of topic like women empowerment. When I was in my BTech, they give us the topic of Tata Nano, something else, IPL, common general topics. So be relaxed about that what topic is coming up. It's gonna be a general topic. So when they give you the topic, how what are the things you need to keep in mind while doing the group discussion? That's I'm gonna discuss now. The first thing you need to keep in mind is the understand the topic. Sometimes people don't hear the topic clearly. They just hear a part of the topic. Suppose the topic is IPL is good for the economy or not. Suppose that is the topic. So you just heard IPL and you start talking about IPL, IPL, IPL. No. If you don't understand, ask them twice that what exactly is the topic. IPL is good for the economy or only IPL. Okay? Understand the topic. Okay, what exactly is the topic is. Okay, first thing is that. Second thing is use common phrases. That gives you little bit of timing to think. What is the common phrases means? In other words, you can say blah blah. Use blah blah. Blah blah means common phrases means like suppose the moment you get the topic and in spite of just jumping about talking about the topic, you just say thank you very much sir for giving us the topic. So let me introduce myself. I'm Ashish Kumar, and the topic of today's group discussion is IPL is good for Indian economy or not. So and that the topic have two sides. It's a good for Indian economy or bad for Indian economy. So I'm my personal opinion, and I want to be in the favor of this topic that yes, IPL is the good for it. So like you talk something that sir thank you very much and blah blah, common phrases. It gives you time to think. Never think that if somebody gives you a GD topic and they say okay Mr. Ashish you say, it doesn't mean that you start just staying talking about oh IPL is very good for the country, IPL is very nice, it is the sponsorship is 1000 crores 5000. No, don't land like this. People don't like crash landings, right? People like smooth landing. So for a smooth landing there are so much of foreplay is there, right? Talking slowly and this that a lot of things, thank you very much, and these common phrases are very important. Don't pull the trigger on the topic direct. Now third point is which is very important. Sometimes what happens that you raise a point and then other guys say I completely disagree what Mr. Ashish is saying actually, in my opinion. And then now it's your turn to agree or disagree on something. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you are agreeing or disagreeing, but what is matters that if you are disagreeing on something, don't start giving them a lecture and putting your eye contact completely on that guy. Okay, your eye contact should be to the moderator, to the other guys also, and to the judges, the company recruiters, and also. So your eye contact should be everywhere. Okay, you get the feedback from one guy, but your explanation is for every person who is sitting in the room. And body language. Sometimes people just lift themselves from the chair. They shake their hand so much, thinking that they are explaining something very intense. That is not a very good proper body language. I'm not saying that, sit down like a statue. No, you need to wave little bit of your hand and body language and your neck and all, but don't do anything too much. Okay, and don't stand up or lift your chair, leave your chair and all. Okay, talk intensely, but don't fight. A lot of time I have seen personally also people start fighting. No, no, what you are saying is incorrect. See, try to understand. In 1924 something happened, something. Yeah, it might be possible. The point what you are putting is really true, but that doesn't mean you will start fighting, right? So your talk, your speech should be very intensive, but not fighting. Okay. And last but not the least, your gestures should be very pleasant. You always have a smile on your face, always try to explain something, always try to agree and disagree in a very respectful manner. Your colleagues or the co-members of the group discussion, they are not your enemies. You are not gonna gain points by shutting them up. Shut up, shut up. You cannot talk like this. No, have a pleasant gesture. It always works. Always. Now, this is the all about group discussion. Nowadays, and this nowadays, some companies they do case study analysis interviews. 10-12 years ago, when I was in my college, we never faced these things, case study analysis interview. To be very honest, maybe we have not faced those companies, those large big companies, but yes, nowadays this is a case that they are asking case study analysis. So what happened in the case study analysis interview? They give you a case study of 2 pages, 3 pages, and tell you to comprehend, like tell you to read complete. So you read the whole case study, and out of this case study, they give you the questions or they ask you for interview to come in the interview room, and they ask you the questions related to that case studies, business tactics, intelligence, strategies. Okay, and since the case is new, the questions are new, and it's always new kind of case. So it's very difficult to prepare for it. That's why it's not advisable that you think about case study analysis interview very intensely. And what is advisable, that you need to think that what exactly the company want to know through this case study analysis interview. What the company want to know? Is the company is interested how you are solving the case, or the company is more interested is how you are approaching to solve that case? Approach matters rather than the actual solving the case. Because even though if you know the case, suppose you the same case study you have studied one day before, and they give you the same case studies, same to same, you feel wow, but still you feel wow, you have the answers also. But in the case study interview, if they ask and if you are not able to explain them properly your approach towards solving the case, even though you have the answers, it won't help you much. So the approach matters more than the actual solution. So let's see what are the things that what are the points you need to take care in your mind while doing the case study. First thing is understand the case properly. Read, comprehend the whole case very thoroughly, clearly, and try to understand what exactly they are trying to ask. Okay? Understanding the case is very important. It won't like you didn't read the complete case and you are jumping on the solutions, answers, and then you find out, oh, okay, the third last paragraph I didn't read. Sorry, sir, sorry, I didn't read the last. No, that is complete nonsense. You need to read the complete thing. You read only three paragraphs and start jumping on the answers and then say the last paragraph you didn't read. It is not correct. Please. Now, second thing is understand the question. Suppose if they give you the question in written format, then you can read 4 or 5 times and understand. Suppose they didn't give you the questions like this. They ask you the question. Ask you the question related to the case. And sometimes they are asking questions like ABCD, but they are meaning XYZ. And if you have any kind of confusion, you ask them, please, can you please explain about this question? I am very close to that. So try to understand the question. Now, while giving the answers, while giving the solution, people usually give a lot of reference, right? In case of TCS, in case of Jet Airways, this happened, that happened. So give proper reference. Don't give a reference about, my uncle is saying or my professor says something. That is very bad. If you are giving a reference and you don't have a reference link, you don't know what reference it is, don't give that kind of reference. You should have the reference link with you. If you don't have, then don't give that reference. Take it on yourself. Take it on your, as per my understanding, as per my experience, as per my knowledge, I think this should be like this. But never talk about a third party reference. In one company my professor was saying, and one company my brother was saying. No, it is not proper. Or I read somewhere that it is 5% and I read somewhere this is 10%. No. Pleasant gesture even have no answer. Suppose they ask you some question and then you don't understand, or even if you don't analyze and the answer is not coming in your head, give them a pleasant gesture. Not like, oh sir, oh my god, sir, I don't know, sir, please give me one chance, please. No, don't talk like this. Right? You are in a formal conversation. You are not in a begging conversation, right? If you don't know the answer, say, sir, cannot I cannot recollect what you are asking, sir. I'm sorry, I'm not able to answer that question. As simple as that. They're expecting that. They're expecting that you cannot answer all the questions. Sometimes if you answer all the questions, they will not select you. Okay, so that is expected. Nobody is a 100% genius in this world. So have a pleasant gesture. Don't come up with a gesture like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir, I cannot answer. Then, my mind is blocked. I completely lost it and something like that. Or looking on this ceiling, looking at here and there, making a face like you are so exhausted. No, please. Smile and say, no, I don't know the answer. As simple as that. The fifth one is don't argue. Even if whatever you are saying, you believe it is correct. Whatever they are saying, you believe it is not correct. But don't argue. If you argue, maybe they will leave that argument and they say, yeah, yeah, I think, yeah, you are correct. Yeah, fine. Yeah. Oh, it's my mistake. Sorry. Argument might lead you to win the situation. You see, I argued. I said, no, you're wrong. And then they agreed, yes. But most of the time, it won't lead you to win the relationship, win the deal. Okay? Just have a smile, small smile, and then that's it. Leave the argument. Don't argue. Please don't argue. Okay? There is one word called guesstimate. What is the meaning of guesstimates? Guessing plus estimates. Estimated guess. Like suppose if I tell you that, um, he's saying that his brother is very tall, a tall guy. What should be his height? So then you think tall means what? 7 feet? 6.5 feet? Usually people say somebody else is tall by two reference. First reference is himself. If somebody is taller than you, you say he's taller. Second reference is if somebody is taller than the average people. Average is 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", and somebody is 6 foot, he'd look like tall. Okay, so my guesstimate says that the guy which everybody is saying is tall, he should be 5'11" to 6'2", not more than that. So that kind of guess and estimate is called guesstimate. So in some case study analysis, they ask you to do some kind of guesstimates. Okay, so do it. Regarding case study analysis, regarding group discussion, regarding previously discussed all those sessions, because there are so many companies, or there are so many things are going on, right? I know you guys might have some problems, issues, queries. Okay, sir, but in this company, they never say this. In this company, it's like that. In my college, it's like. So that's why we have doubt clearing sessions on Zoom on a particular intervals. We will take doubt clearing sessions and then record the whole call and then upload the call in the package. And in that doubt clearing session, you can discuss the doubt with me and I will clarify whatever knowledge I have. Okay, so never think that whatever is given in the session, that is the full and final. You must go through the doubt clearing session as well, because try to understand all this pre-placement training is not meant for only one company. Okay, only this company, this pre-placement training is, other companies doesn't work. This is for a generalistic approach. And if you want some specific approach, you are more than welcome to join our doubt clearing session. Last but not the least, the personal interview. It is very unfortunate that most of the guys, they never go through a very rigorous pre-placement training program like this. They start making a CV, and the next thing what they do is jump on the personal interview. And they miss all the middle things. They think that those things are not important, and that's why they didn't get selected. They get the chance, but didn't get selected, didn't get very good placement, job, something like that. Because all those things what we explain, by the time you prepare the CV till you reach to the personal interview day, all those things matters somehow. Okay, and if you are carrying all those things with you and then entering in an interview room, you are altogether a different person, and the chances that you crack the interview is huge. Okay guys, so let's see. So what is a personal interview? Personal interview is usually a interview. Why it is called personal? Because it is only one person. It's an interview between person to person. One person enter in the interview room. There are 4 or 5 guys sitting in the panel. They ask question about their CV, about their personality, marks, academics, and all these things. And usually that is the final. This personal interview is the final round. Most important and the final. They ask question and you are supposed to answer. Okay. So let's see what are the things need to be taken into consideration while entering in the personal interview room. The first thing, it is be very focused, and that is the mistake most of the guys do. Sometimes what happens that the recruitment company, they say, okay, the personal interview is happening in room number 101, student number 1 to 20, please go there. So what happened that student number 1 or 1 to 20 go outside of the room, the interview room, and the interviewer call them one by one. Okay, one by one they come and they do the interview. So what happened? The one guy can go, then come back, then second guy go and come back, and it take time, right? So during that time, the guys who are outside, they start talking about a lot of other shit, like college, placement, match, movie, or so there are sometimes some other guys will come who are not related to that placement, and they are just roaming around and they say, oh, your placement interview is going on, okay, how are you, okay, all the best, take care, Arey, aisa hai, and this is like that, and so much of blah blah. My suggestion is be focused, don't talk so much when you are just outside the interview room. Don't ha 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 no, it's not required. It will definitely somehow loosen up your focus. And if your focus is loosen up, you are not able to answer properly in the interview room. So that is the first suggestion. In the interview room, no matter the guy in the interview room, they try to make you feel relaxed. Oh, Ashish, pretty relaxed, don't worry. You want to have coffee, you want to have tea. Okay, let's sit on the couch. Let's sit on the sofa and then speak. I'm having problems in my leg. Okay, just loosen up your tie. Do whatever he's saying. If he want to take the interview in the sofa, do the interview on sofa. But your talks, your speeches, your talking should always be formal. He can be relaxed and he can talk informal and casual, but you are not supposed to, because that is the moment when they try to trap you. Talking informally, getting some informal information, casual information, and that's it. Your talk should be always formal. Third thing is, sometimes what happens that since it's interview process is a rigorous process, you come from the morning till 10 p.m. of the night, all process is going on. So the students and the employer also, the recruiter, they become little bit emotional. Oh yeah, it's so much this that. So at that time, students start sharing their feeling. "Ki actually, sir, my feeling is, it's very important for me, and this that this college has never provided me anything, and the TPO section is very bad, and blah blah blah." Never do that. They are not your friends. Even if they try to provoke you, yeah, it's very, your college is something, or it's very delayed because of your college management. Never ever. You say, no sir, it's okay, fine, yeah, we are okay with that. We have so much of events and activities happen in this college, so late or late night or early morning, it doesn't matter, we can manage. Never start sharing your feelings. Sometimes they ask you a question that most of the guys get trapped: entrepreneurship or job. Are you interested in entrepreneurship, or you want to do job? Okay. So a student think the best way to escape this kind of trap is to say, just sir, I want to do job only, I don't want to do any entrepreneurship, I don't want to do this, entrepreneurship is very bad and blah, blah. Some guys get trapped. They say, yes sir, right now I want to do job, but maybe after 2 years I want to start something from of my own and something. Both the attitude is not totally correct. Not totally correct, because see, entrepreneurship, apart from whatever people are understanding, that opening a new company, startup or something, it is also an attitude. Being an entrepreneur is an attitude. It is not just opening your own company. No, entrepreneurship is an attitude. Attitude towards working for the company, thinking as that company is your own, thinking as the whole company, the whole whatever departments and all these things, everything should work properly so that the company become profitable. So it's always better to say that yes, I'm interested in job, but I have an entrepreneurial attitude. I want to learn everything related to the company. I want to know the process. I want to understand how company is making money and how well and how much I can contribute to that company. That's called entrepreneurial attitude. Okay, so think before you reply. Again, point number 5, common phrases. Sometimes what happens that they ask very intense question, direct intense question, that that if you answer directly in direct intense questions related to your academics, related to your knowledge, skill set, internship, projects, something like that, if you answer directly, you are gone. So it's better to go through the common phrases way. It's just like, thank you very much, sir. Actually, in that internship, what we have done, our mentor was very good, or the firm was a small firm, but it is nice. We got some kind of internship project, and that internship is very good, and blah blah, sir. And sometimes they say, if you even if you don't select me, sir, but it's very nice interacting with you, or I will try other companies also and get some kind of job. Okay, so common phrases works there. Okay, so use common phrases. There is no issue in that. Always remember, show attitude, not arrogance. Sometimes, especially in the core sector, they try to trap the students by saying whatever you can do, a diploma guys also can do. So how you are better than them, right? So show them attitude, ki sir, it's not, I'm not saying that they cannot do, but there are few things that you need a degree holder, because we are very good in documentation, leadership skills, and communication, especially the corporate communication, especially the management, especially understanding new technologies, right, representing the companies and all. There are so many things that we can do, right? But if you are looking for something that diploma can do, and that is the only job profile you're looking at, so we have diploma. That the decision is up to you, sir. But never show arrogance. Sir, okay, if you want diploma, just go for diploma. Your talks should not be arrogant. Okay, attitude is okay, but arrogance is not okay. Now, sometimes what happens that the company people, to make the feel, they make everybody relax, because there are always two three guys in the interview panel, sometimes some HR female managers also, they try to crack some joke, some humor, sarcasm. Suppose you are sitting and suddenly they got a lot of samosas and chais as a snacks, and they are like, oh my god, so much samosa, why? Okay. And yes, you are supposed to give a small smile, right? You are a human being, you are not a robot. But never overreact. Ha ha ha, अरे sir यहाँ पे तो ऐसे ही मिलता है. It's like always like this, sir. You know the samosa. Ha ha ha. No, never do that. You are not supposed to do that, right? If they just pass a sarcasm on your college or on yourself or something else, right? You don't need to, reply to that sarcasm, or respond anything to that. Last but not the least, I already told, say clear no if you don't know the answer. Okay, don't try to, if they ask you a clear question, like what is the power factor of induction motor used in New Delhi, what is the full form of SLDC, and if you don't know, don't try to guess. Don't try to just give some answer and that's it. No, that is very improper. Say clear no. No, I don't know, because they are expecting you to say no. They are expecting you to say no to something. You're not supposed to answer every question. So guys, this is the fourth session of pre-placement training program, final session. Apart from these four sessions, we are also having a pre-PPTP package for you guys. In that package, there are sample resume, sample CV explanation sheet, sample profiling, and ebooks related to aptitude test with the solutions, previous year questions. Okay, some tips and tricks on the communication and personality development. This whole PPT is there, right? And all the recording of the doubt clearing sessions. All those things are in the SAM package. So my suggestion is to first go through all these four videos and then attempt the sample. Okay, so that is what our suggestion is. So let's see what are there in the final task. Preparation of CV, preparation of CV explanation sheet, listing of skills, preparation of profiling, solving general aptitude question, practicing communication skills. Yes, self prepare yourself. Yeah? You need to prepare yourself for GD, personal interview, case study interview. Doubt clearing, attend doubt clearing session and go through the audio recording also. These are the final tasks. And there is no time limit for this whole program. The videos should be there always. The package should be there. Because we don't know when the companies are coming to hire you, right? The company can come tomorrow, or maybe after 6 months, maybe next year. So it's better to have these points in your mind, so that whenever the company is coming, You can definitely prepare yourself. You can definitely make yourself presentable and get the job, get the offer. Okay, guys, all the best. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day.